So it's a terrible thing, you know, it's a terrible thing. But what they've done, and in another 30 days, it's going to be a lot tougher to negotiate. I can tell you that. We would have gotten everything. It's going to be a much different deal. And it's just impossible to believe the incompetence of the people that have destroyed our country. But we're going to get it back, and it's going to be bigger and better and stronger than ever before. Remember that. Remember. Our military has gone woke, and we are teetering on the brink of World War III. This is the closest we've ever come to World War III. I don't know if you see what's going on out there. We have a president who's incompetent. He can't put two sentences together. He can't find his way off the stage. He can't find it, never. He's looking around. He's always looking for stairs. Has anyone seen? You know, to show you how dishonest the fake news is, these guys, they show that, and they say Trump could not find his way off the stage. It's true. And when I mimic him or, you know, talk like he does, which is, I don't want to do it, because every time I do, they say, Donald Trump had a hard time. But that's how dishonest they are. Even when Sean Hannity the other night, I did a town hall. He's a good guy, too. He is a good guy. But he said, okay, because he wanted to, you're not going to be a dictator, is that, you're not? I said, no, Sean, I'm going to be a dictator. I said that. Right. These guys know it better than I do. I'm going to be a dictator for one day. And we're going to build the wall. We're going to complete the wall because we built it, but we're going to clean up that hole. We're going to stop, and we're going to finish. He could have finished it in 2 weeks. You know, we built over 500 miles of wall. Could have finished it in 2 weeks. That's when I realized where I was going. But I said, Sean, I'm going to be a dictator. For one day, we're going to do the wall, and we're going to become energy independent. We're going to drill, baby, drill. Drill, baby, drill. And then I said, right, because he's right there. He's on the ball, this guy. Well, he's a caucus captain. I want one of those hats, too. I like that hat more than... That is a great hat. I'm going to be, look, I'm doing caucus. I don't know if I'm a captain. I think I'll just be one of the regular folks back there. The captains are big shots with those hats. Those hats are beautiful, white and gold. But I also said to him, right, and then I'm not going to be a dictator. And on one day, I said, one day, we're going to stop the invasion of our country, number one, and we're going to become energy independent. We're going to drill, baby, drill. And then I said, and then I'm not going to be a dictator any longer. So the fake news said, I'm going to be a dictator. In other words, that's where they cut it. I said, I'm going to be a dictator for one day, right? They said, I'm going to be a dictator. They cut the one day out. They cut everything out. And the headline was, Donald Trump wants to be a dictator. We've known it for years. But he's admitted it. And these are like networks. This isn't even the, you know, the fake CNN and the fake DNC, because it is DNC. Democrat National Committee, right? You know, they like Democratic, but it sounds worse when you say Democrat. Democratic sounds too nice. They ought to change the name if they want to be called that. But these are the networks. And the other day was great because, you know, branding is a great thing. Branding is very important in life. I tell you, you want to brand. So I really branded Ron DeSanctimonious. Look, I got him elected, and then he forgot about it. You know, totally forgot. I got him elected. He was down so low, he had no chance. He came to my office. He said, please, please, tears coming down his eyes. I mean, this guy was desperate. He had somebody that was up 35 points. The Secretary of Agriculture, Adam Putnam. I didn't know the gentleman. I feel sorry for him now. I wish I would have endorsed him. He was at 42 or something. Ron was down at around 3. He was very low. And I said, you know what, okay, because on the impeachment hoax, number 1 and 2, he was one of about 150 congressmen who went on television, would fight for me a little bit. So I didn't know the other guy, so I said, all right, I did. So I pressed that little sacred button. I said, bing, and he went up like the race was over. And the other guy, Adam, he was up in Tallahassee. They were measuring the rooms for carpet. You know, the race was over. It was like about a 30-point spread or some massive spread. And he won. And then I helped him get by the Democrat opponent, who they all said, you know, good-looking guy. They said he was going to be a president someday. Had a big future. Turned out to be a crack addict. But remember that guy? He was a beauty. But he was way ahead of Ron, and we worked. And I said, we'll do a couple of rallies. We did 2 or 3 rallies. We had massive crowds. He won. And then 4 years later, they said, will you run? And he said, I have no comment. When he said, I said, he's going to run. This guy's going to run. I got him elected, and I got him elected. You know, some people I help. Some people don't need help. I think they all need help, actually, because it's tough out there. But some people don't need much. He was dead. It was over. He was going to go out. He was going to either work at a pizza chain or he was going to work in a law office. And he was dead. He was gone. I got him elected, and then they said, are you going to run? He said, I have no comment on that. I said, this guy's going to run. And my people in the back, they said, sir, don't hit him so hard. He's a Republican, sir. I said, I don't care if he's a Republican. Who the hell cares if he's a Republican? And by the way, we're people of common sense. You know, we're conservative, I guess, and all, right?